Click.
It's Savannah Oshun. You know Mondays is for the Giants. I'm tapped in. Are you?
Ready?
Pull!
Click!
Put some respect on the Giants' name. We're gonna peel back the layup nice and slow tonight. We got some talk to talk about. We got some things to discuss. I came fully prepared tonight, Giants. I promise you that. Mike.
Keep that same energy.
Tap in with us live on Broadway podcast. You know the vibes, how we giving it up every Monday, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. We pull up with the shits in the smoke. You know the vibes, how we pull up and tap in with the Giants, man. Tap in with a Giant, man. You know the vibes, man. Let me just get my microphone straight here because, you know, it's going to be a lot of panicking tonight, man. I got some shit on my chest. We gotta listen, man. Hey, T. Marie, stop shaking your head, man. You know, I'm motherfucking slight cops. I got eye on the side of my head. Listen. Let me tell you this, though, right? Shelly pulled up with the motherfucker. Y'all pulled up new. I see what you did with the shirt and the hair. You heard me? I see what you did there with the red on them. You know what I mean? Causing a massacre. You know, shout out to the Giants on Instagram. Shout out to the Giants on Clubhouse. And I'm talking about welcome back to another episode live on Broadway podcast with y'all got microphones, baby girl. Baby girl.
Where the situations matter more than the relationship.
Perspective will be respected by
everyone.
And if this your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened by myself or the Giants. Like yourself, every Giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. We ask everybody get in tune with what we doing with Live on Broadway podcast by way of social media, Live on Broadway podcast. Follow me, the Giant, @Broadway, as to where that's where the actual live happen every Monday. Make sure you tap in on YouTube, Live on Broadway podcast, on Spotify, iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. There's so much going on out there. It's hard to remember sometimes. Luckily for you, my darling, for you, my guy, I got you covered. Live on Broadway podcast should now commence. We got some things to discuss, and we're going to talk about a few things, man. You see the vibes, man. You know what's happening. We got Shelly motherfucking 519 in the building. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? We got motherfucking his, Mrs. Your Wishes in the building, my sister, Chef Rizzy. Talking about, you know the vibes, man. Let's just get through it. I got. Just call me Teamer. Hey and hello. No, yo, do it. How that shit go?
Yo and hello, it's me. Just call me T. Marie.
And I'm here for it. We got the Giants tapping in. We got my guy DWI Music on Clubhouse. We got Gigi popping in, excuse me. You know what I'm talking about?
Gigi.
You know what I'm saying? So look, man, roll call. Let's motherfucking get into it. How was y'all weekend, Queens? How was y'all weekend? Excuse me. How was y'all weekend? Roll call. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna go first since I ain't been here in a long time. Hi guys, I miss you guys so much. My weekend was very fun.
Okay. Oh, you see what's about to happen next? Okay.
My friend took me to Queens, and he was like, "We in Queensbridge. I want you to look up at the 5th floor window, and guess who window that was?" And I was like, "Nice." If I didn't turn fucking 13 and start crying, and then he took me around the corner to where his mural was at. I took like 45 pictures. like 17 videos. Like shit was dope. And then I went to a swingers party. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome.
Nigga dropped the hookah.
Yeah, oh shit, he dropped the hookah, everybody.
Shit got a little bit nervous.
He said, wait a minute.
I went to a swingers party and it was very fun. I swung.
I was about to say, did you
Did you swing from tree to tree?
Were you up?
Fucking shit. Fucking awesome.
So you had a great weekend.
I did.
Damn.
I did.
I
I mean, a little
mean-
bit more vagina than I got, but you know, next time. But yeah, my weekend was fucking
All
awesome.
right.
How was everyone else's?
Shit. My weekend was boring as fuck compared to that. The fuck? Like, ain't no way in hell. Bitch, I went up the block, smoked hookah, waited way too long for some bland ass empanadas. I'm very upset at
You was smoking that Reggie?
Never. Don't ever disrespect me like that again. But no, Evo, I need y'all to do better. Like I was very upset. I go hard for, Parkchester, Castle Hill area. Y'all gotta do better. I wasn't happy at all with my experience.
Shelly, tap in with me, Queen.
Well, my weekend was eventful. Friday, I basically spent the whole weekend chilling with my best friend. Saturday, I was out working. Crazy thing that happened, and it had me triggered. Someone tried to kidnap a 4-year-old
I'm sorry, what?
What?
in Harlem.
We gonna
In
get
front
to
of
that.
you?
I'm just putting that out there. I was on the bus. Everyone was like bomb rushing, like stop the bus. They tried to kidnap a 4-year-old.
Wow.
So that triggered me. So what I decided to do was, with my roommate, I went out to Central Park and I rode the bike around, de-stress. Sunday night, I ended up cooking with my best friend and spending time with her daughter, who I call my niece. And the rest of the weekend was just chill.
Okay. Tap in with me.
What did you do?
Who? Huh? I had a splendid weekend. If I may say so myself. I had a splendid weekend. I hung out with some friends. My bed took me to go get facial. I was outside. I was outside.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
What was that?
You was examining the stain? Nah, I wiped it up before you got here.
I said it's the bay for me. Just trying to whisper it all.
Oh yeah, you've been gone. You've missed a lot.
So, all right, look, let me tap in. TJ, how was your weekend, beloved? Tap in with me, King.
Real estate and sleep.
Real estate and sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't knocked no hoes loose this weekend, my guy?
Nah,
Keep that same energy.
it's money over bitches, profit over pussy, all that shit. Got to get the money.
All right,
first.
player shit. I'm here for that player shit. Okay.
But I did watch Queen of the South. Queen of the South is back.
Okay. I ain't tap into that. I fuck with Queen of the South. It's been a long time. Candy, talk to me, Queen. How was your weekend overall?
It was all right. I did a lot of schoolwork, had a lot of work to, makeup and stuff. So I've been doing schoolwork and spending time with my son. That's about it.
I'm here for it. Let me get it from Gigi. Tap in, Queen.
Hello, family, and everyone that's great. So I had a okay weekend. I had plans to make bad decisions, but you know what? The universe told me, and I then proceeded to read a book. I've heard about this thing called a rose, but that's another conversation for another day.
A
And you know
rose?
what? That was my weekend. y'all.
Wait.
uneventful.
A rose? No. You won't just ease on by that. What do you? All right. So, you know what? We'll come back to it. Give it to me, D. D. Marie Paul. No, give it to me, D.
I was about to say that I got the influencer joint on Amazon, so I heard that rose thing's popping. Y'all could definitely holler at your boy.
The ladies are clapping like they know what the rose is.
Well, I don't know. I heard somebody else talking talking about that in my room earlier, so I think I want to know
Is that
what's
a sex
what's
toy?
vibe. But I had a good weekend.
Oh, I know what the rose is.
Yo, Broadway, I'm telling you,
my
put it
fault.
on your influential list.
Yeah, the rose is
It's
popping.
a hot item.
Be outside or be inside. D. Marie, tap in with me, Queen.
Ridiculous.
What's up, y'all? This weekend was just work for me. Getting stuff, my summer collection ready for my boutique. I got my inventory from my lipstick line. I was kicking it with my kids, as always. Money weekend for me.
I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that. I'm here. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. All right. So tonight we are bringing people up on Instagram. We are bringing people up on Instagram. It will be nice. It will be a nice vibe. Man. Like I said, my weekend was dope, man. It was actually splendid, man. Anybody on Instagram, by way of Instagram, if they want to be brought, if they want to be brought on, if you guys want to be brought up on Instagram, we are bringing you up. So hit the button. We're gonna bring y'all up, and y'all gonna tell us how y'all weekend was, or y'all gonna weigh in on these topics and these questions. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, man. You know, before we get into the topics, you know, round of applause for everybody making it through to see another week. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for that, because I think too often we take life for granted. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very easy to get caught up. It's very easy to get caught up in things, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only got one life to live. You only got one rose to give, pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
What in the fuck?
I like it.
I can't.
You know, and yeah, so I want to get in the roll call. We got somebody. I mean, if we want to get in the let's go to roll call. Live on Broadway podcast. Let's talk about what the fuck is going on in the world. Let's talk about it. So. What's happening with you? What's happening with you? Round of applause for Sade being in the building. Shout out to her.
Hey, Sade.
Man, so look. This is what I want to do, right? Roll call. There's a few things I want to talk about, a few topics I want to discuss. But before we even go too far in that, you know, people be, you know, we work. Mike. All right, cool. There I go. We work hard on this podcast, right? And I get a lot of DMs, and for me, I'm the type of person that feel like, you know, I'm a very transparent person. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes respectfully, you guys, you know, you guys have an advantage of seeing things in real time based off of the fact that we're live. You know, so sometimes things that happen live, you know, we roll with the punches. Sometimes that work out good. Sometimes that work out not so good. You know what I mean? But to all the people that's tapping in with me, you know, we normally have these beautiful ladies here on the couch with us. You know, for the last few months we've been missing Harmony. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, you know, she respectfully decided to go another way, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? We don't hear by way of any in any shape, form, or fashion of the way. We wish her the best. You know what I mean? She always, LOBP will always be a door that's open for her. If she chooses to cross that bridge, you know what I mean? We hold no ill will, but I'm saying this by way of, because, you know, I see the DMs, I see and know what's going on, but you know, we good. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's focusing more so on her music career, her music journey, and we here to celebrate that. We here to give respect and highlight that. You know what I'm talking about? And sometimes, and I said this on a project that I did some years ago. You know, sometimes on your elevator ride up, you know, some people are meant to get off on different floors. That doesn't mean that just because they aren't there for you to get off on your floor, that's a bad thing. You know what I mean? That wasn't their floor. They got to the 4th floor, they got off. You keep going up. You know what I'm talking about? That's not a bad thing. It's just to say they got off on their floor, respectfully. That's their floor. They get on. You know what I'm talking about? But the irony of it is, sometimes I think you guys get things misconstrued and think that just because there has to be some crazy wild explanation for things, and to be honest and frank, and sometimes it's just simple. Sometimes, you know, you reach your peak. You know what I'm talking about? You reach the place and where you were intended to see and go. You know what I mean? And that's okay. We hold no ill will. You know what I mean? Shout out and congratulations to everything that Queen Harmony is working on. LOBP shall continue on.
Keep that same energy.
You know what I'm talking about? So much going on in the world, though. So much going on in the world. We got a lot of different topics. One I want to start with off top, and you guys know the vibe. Feel free to tap in and weigh in on anything that's going on, that's been going on since the last pod, and that may have happened that I might miss. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys could, because, you know, I don't know everything, so if you guys want to elaborate and tap in and go a bit further on things that I'm talking about, feel free. Derrick Jaxn, Camron beef. Let's talk about that motherfucking shit, goddammit. Because,
That's stupid.
Yo, that's a beef, yo.
It is not beef.
That's a beef.
It's not beef. Cameron is just making it known, like, nigga, you not low. Like, we didn't forget.
I don't fuck with that nigga. You know why I don't fuck with that nigga, Derrick Jaxn? Because it was a lot of women out here riding that nigga dick, respectfully. There was a lot of people out here riding that nigga coattail, and I'm here for Cam's petty. I'm here to respect Cam's petty. Tap in with me.
Listen. When it comes to Derrick Jaxn, I feel like, because I happen to be in one of the clubhouse rooms where he tried to, like, explain everything, and to me, it's all a gimmick. Even this whole shit coming out is a gimmick, because the person who outed him in the first place, he didn't want to speak when she was there or whatever the case may be. So this quote-unquote beef with Camron and him, it's literally just Camron being bored and not having shit to do, because we're not even thinking about him.
And we live in a crazy time where we just think I just feel like we so desensitized and we think everything is a rollout, right? We think everything is not.
Because everything is. Like, everything is a fucking rollout now. Like, it's, we just gotta accept it.
I feel like Camron needed somebody to clap at, and because Derrick Jaxn is a fuckboy, that's who he targeted.
Keep that same energy.
Yep.
Also, to Sade's note, like, he did just have like a show with Drink Champs, so there is a rollout coming, because obviously he knows he's buzzing out here, so he's just keeping the buzz going.
But I respect him keeping the buzz going by way of some shit that he didn't initiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was indirect and he capitalized off it. All right, continue on. Roll call. What you got? Hey, listen, what you got, Shells?
I just, like, when I first heard about the situation, I'm like, okay, are we really going to sit here and be childish about certain points? Like, I understand, because a lot of people were all mourning DMX's passing, and granted, but, you know, Cam wanted to put him in his place. He's like, we didn't forget the shit you did. Don't try to cover it up.
Say that. Say that then. Say it with your heart, too. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. Fuck boy, don't run. Where you going? What you doing?
Like, I'm just waiting for the wife to come out with the makeover. Like, it's 2 seconds away, I promise. Somebody is going to hook her up. She's going to get the bad. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
She got it already. Y'all didn't see her recent pictures?
No, I haven't.
Sis got the afro. She got on a leather pants.
No.
Not leopard pants.
No.
She said I took off the
leather,
bonnet.
not leopard.
Leather pants.
Nah, that she need a
So look. My energy is this though, right?
I gotta look for these
My energy
pictures
is
now.
I'm not here. I'm not here for the afro. The afro is. I'm here for natural. I'm not here for afro. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good on her.
If you've never seen it, how you gonna know?
We seen the afro on her.
Where?
She looking real.
We didn't see the afro. Go on
Black
her page.
Panther.
Not
No,
Black
that wasn't
Panther.
an afro. That was her not combing. This one is picked out.
Soldier for Christ. I don't
That's not funny.
understand why we're upset.
Say that again, G.
Said she's a soldier for Christ. She got her armor on. Now she got the hair right. She took the bonnet, the shield. Wait, what is it called? The shield of salvation off.
The shield
Now
of
she got-
salvation.
yeah. Now she got the
Fuck is you talking
What
about?
we gonna call it? I'm just saying. She got the afro going. Maybe that's another shield.
That's
of
another
salvation. I'm just saying.
That's
we
her
gotta
Kurt
go with
Franklin
it.
rollout bag she jumping into.
Amen
How
to
about
Jesus. There we go.
That's her Jaxn 5 rollout.
that?
I can't.
We talking about a few things though. I also got Ari, the real sister Cal, Ari Fletcher. You know what I'm talking about? She left explicit commentary under Moneybag Yo photo. She was like, babe, I'm paraphrasing, this is not a direct quote, but she said, babe, thank you for that good dick this morning. It was everything, it motivated me. It was everything, thank you, XYZ. My question to you ladies is that doing too much? Or is that your vibe if that's your nigga, that's your
That's
nigga?
doing too much. Every time Ari turn around, she talking about how much of fucking Moneybag Yo's dick she done sucked. Like, girl, some shit just
She
don't
eating
deserve.
dick, let her eat it.
Okay, I eat dick.
Eat that
too.
shit
I
to
can
yourself.
swallow it up, but at the same time, I'm not just, I sucked my man dick last night. He loved it. Then the next day, I sucked my man dick last night from the back. He loved it. Like, come on, girl, we don't care.
Keep that same energy.
Man. Nah, let her explore her inhibition. Talk to me, T.
If that's stupid to me. I feel like if you constantly have to tell the world that you sucking this man's dick, are you really doing that?
Yeah, she just wants to make sure that the other girl knows that she's sucking it too.
But
That's
what,
it.
he
She's
let
marking
her
her
lie,
territory.
Well, we both sucking it, so now what? Him. Well,
She's letting him know how she likes it too. It's like a manual. She's like providing them with a transcript.
Hey, what this bitch do for a living?
Give me some head.
Give me some head. PP, you got to tap in with me, King. Pause, it's long enough.
I'm sorry.
Look, you getting all flustered and shit.
Like what?
You gonna turn pink and purple like your hair shirt.
I got some.
Tap in with me, P.
Nobody on the live said anything currently about that. Oh, well, no. From Derrick, the Derrick Jaxn situation. Trey 11208 said, well, Derrick was also said stuff about him and Juju. I guess Camron and Juju.
Yeah. When they broke up, when Cam and Juju broke up, that's why Cameron's on Derrick Jaxn.
Yo, how do people remember all of this shit? Like,
you know what it is? When somebody says something to you directly, everybody else might be silent, but you won't remember that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
And also, when you talk about this sucking dick shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some women got their preferences. Some people post their dress for the day, their apparel for the day. You know, other people
talk about the dick they ate.
They talk about the dick they ate. You know what I'm saying? Some people talk about their food. They take pictures and shit, Pinterest. That's her
Keep
thing.
that
She
same
like,
energy.
She was about the bubble head.
But isn't that what you say
You know
will
what I'm saying?
attract
Now,
other
like-
women to wanting to fuck your man? Like, if you
Even
out here
if she did, so what?
advertising for
But
him.
you're advertising your clothes right now. You know, you saying you on this live, you putting it out there. This is what it is. She's gonna tag. You gonna tag it. Later on in life, she gonna tag her man. That's what it is.
So then when another bitch wants to get the great, amazing sex that she brags
She's not
about,
getting great, amazing sex. She gonna get this great, amazing bubble head.
Right.
She want throat babies. She want more throat babies. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Oh, baby.
They hopped on the live right now.
Said my baby. My baby ain't like that. My baby ain't like that. She's not gonna do that.
But see, this is the
That's
shit.
not her preference. I said respect her preference. If that's what this woman want to do, allow her to do so. That's all I'm saying. My
But
lady's
why
not
do
gonna
you
do
feel
that.
like you have to turn around and tell the world every single day that you suck money bag dick
She want to
Moneybag
make sure
Yo.
he not hiding his. Listen, Moneybag. She feels like she don't know if Moneybag Yo is hiding his dick from the world or the world from his dick.
Shut up.
So
No,
We know that.
but no, that ass though. Like, how would you feel if your woman did talk about that shit on there? Like, how would that make you feel?
I don't give two rats fucks. I don't give a fuck.
Are you dead ass?
Okay, bro.
Are you dead ass?
Yo,
Are you
if
dead
my
ass?
listen.
Are you dead ass?
You know
Are
who
you?
I am.
No.
Y'all know who I am.
Yo, you
Are
put
you
a
dead
rock
ass?
out
Y'all
of
don't know me,
business.
bro.
You
One
put
mic.
a rock out of business the way you lying right now.
Oh.
God, like you styling on the big
Nah,
bitch.
nah. Why would you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that? You brag about so you brag about that beef. You brag about that steak. When I take you out to get that tomahawk, you brag about that.
That's steak. That's not even
Brag-
the steak that you personally. That's
brag-
not my personal steak.
Brag
You're
about
not
this.
supposed to invite.
I got you right now.
Talk to me,
Hold on,
Pete.
wait,
I got you right
All
now.
they gonna do
Respect the mic, one at a
I'm
time.
gonna say this one thing.
Go ahead.
You're not supposed to invite nobody in your bedroom unless you inviting somebody in your fucking bedroom.
I respect
That's it.
that. But here's
That's
the thing.
it.
I'm gonna talk to his Mrs. Your Wishes right now.
Go ahead, go for it.
We have receipts. We have footage, constant footage of how she goes in on the shit that she does.
You said.
You be saying
You
it.
said.
So,
What episode was that? She said. You ever smelled?
You ever
musky?
smelled
I
musky
smelled
dick?
dick.
I smelled dick as soon as I walked in. Like,
You asked the
she
question
had-
and I answered. Moneybag Yo probably fucking said, yo, my album about to drop, and she said, Daddy, that fucking dick was so good. That shit don't even make
Even
that
better.
go together. It don't
Even
go
fucking.
together.
All I'm saying is,
Even better.
All I'm saying is,
Even better.
You put it out there.
Even
Why should you put it out
better.
there?
Listen, come on my comments and tell me how good my pussy was, so a nigga can sit
Even
there and click on
even
and
better.
be like,
But
let me see
you know
this
what?
bitch look
Hold
like.
on.
Let me slide
I'm
in
gonna
my
give
fucking
it to
DMs
Clubhouse in a moment. But even better, because if she's willing to support and get my album sales,
Why
yeah,
not?
even fucking better.
We got time today.
So you buy
Hold on.
album
Let me get it
because
from
shit is
Clubhouse.
dropping.
Let me get it from Clubhouse. Tap in with me. Sade, I saw your mic go unmuted.
Me sucking my man's dick has nothing to do with his album. You leave that shit in y'all's bedroom, bro. He does
Not what
that
I heard.
Every other day. It's every other day. We know you suck his dick. Okay, like damn.
All right, yo, TJ, tap in with me, King.
Shit, I'm just gonna say it like this: it's the most insecure men and women that try their hardest to mark their territory.
Thank you.
Clear your throat and say that shit again.
Whatever. So
You know what though? Hold on. Let me I got you right now, Queen. I feel like Ari is one of the women. Ari is one of the women that a lot of women on social media want to be like. I don't think she's insecure at all. Absolutely. All these young little bitches running around. I'm talking about maybe not you. Again, I'm not talking to 10%. I'm talking to 90. All these little young bitches be running around here trying to be Ari. They be trying to pipe up and be Ari.
And
That's a
fine,
fact.
But Ari is insecure and she's a
Right,
damaged
she probably don't even want to be her.
she's probably losing
the saddest
attention.
bitch in the whole world.
That's the problem.
Sad as fuck. Robert Williams was the funniest nigga on planet, and he killed himself because he was fucking depressed. Don't let that shit fool y'all. Please. Don't let that shit fool y'all.
She's trying to cover shit up.
Tap
That's
in with
it.
me, Shells. You have
She's
something to
not
say.
getting the attention that she wants, and she's probably not becoming relevant. So she was like, "Let me do something that's gonna stir up the pot." Because honestly,
You
at
know
the
how
end of
much
the day,
Ari is getting a fucking host? You know, wait. I'm just hold on. I just want to put
That's
it in.
not the
Hold on,
point.
no. I
That's not the
kind of
point.
do.
That's not
But it kind of is, Sha.
No, it's
Sha,
not.
you know why it
It's
kind of
not.
is?
Broadway
Because
doesn't
hold on, I'm gonna tell you why it kind of is. It kind of is because she's getting top number for doing nothing, and that's why a lot of these women, she's getting about 30 bands just for hosting, and that's why a lot of these chicks without TV, without nothing before Moneybag Yo.
I'm
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
done.
But tap in with me.
But nah.
Go ahead.
My situation is, so you want this attention, but obviously you think people are gonna look the other way. If not, you would have been like, yo, his dick sucks, like this, that, and the third. So you wouldn't have females trying to think, oh, well, maybe he is good.
that,
Maybe I should try to, get a little bit of that. You're trying to ask people to be in your fucking business.
I'm about to jump underneath my bitch comments and be like, Fuck
It's
is you
just
talking
yeah
about?
of the rat
Fuck
shit.
is you talking about? I'm about to jump. Hold the fuck on, goddammit. I'm about to jump in my bitch fucking comments. Fuck is you talking about? Huh? I'm pumpy. I'm about to jump into my bitch shit tonight. Fuck is you talking about? I'ma jump in her shit and motherfucking, you know what I mean? Yo, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Thank you for shaking my third leg, babe.
Keep your shit behind.
Fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I want that red and alcohol.
I would love to see it because you went from you never had a relationship in your life to now this. I would love to see it.
I'm happy you brought that up.
I'm just saying.
You know why I'm happy you brought that up? Because y'all be the ops sometimes. Like, yo, whose side are they on, bitch? Listen.
The truth. That's what the
so,
truth.
So now that we here, now now we're
I'm just saying that's not. I'm keeping you honest, friend.
I'm just saying.
So I would love to see it.
Hold on. What I got is in a relationship. Let's motherfucking get that clear. What I got, hold the fuck on, goddammit. Hold on, but don't. No. What I got ain't a fucking relationship. It's not the least bit. What I got a motherfucking partner, life partner. What are you talking about? This is deeper than rap.
He practiced this shit for 6. He was in front of the mirror like.
Wait, I'm just waiting for the big word of the day.
She don't have a microphone. What I'm saying is, when it's that real, and I'll keep it bad with you. A lot of people thought me and my queen was together long before we was actually together. You know what I'm talking about? And I understand why. I understand why. You know what I mean? But respectfully, you know, I don't particularly look at it as though it's a relationship. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's so much deeper than that.
Again, it's nothing deeper than that.
It's whatever he wants to call
what's
it.
going on now. You just said it. I want to see it. That's all.
I love it.
That's
I'm
it.
just saying.
I'm here
I just
for
want
it. I want to celebrate it.
just in case there was some gray area, Pete.
There was never any gray area.
Just in
There
case.
was never any gray area.
I don't
I'm
know.
just waiting for the rant. Is he going on the chair?
But I'm just saying.
You got a sturdy chair to
But I'm
jump
just
on?
saying. But I'm just saying. Do y'all have anything else to add to roll call? I'm just saying.
I just
One
want
more?
my
Okay.
bridesmaid dress to have a split in it.
Kid Cudi. Who?
Somebody said they wanted my bridesmaid dress to have a split in it on the side. I don't know who the hell. What's that? And curls. I want to be able to wear curls. Who said that? Sure.
So look. Kid Cudi. We're gonna be brief. Kid Cudi wearing a dress in honor to Kurt Cobain. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about Kid Cudi wearing a dress in honor and celebrating Kurt Cobain? Tap in with that on SNL.
I respect him for it.
You respect that?
You're breaking barriers. Let's be honest. At the end of the day,
But is he?
listen to me. Let me talk.
But Andre 3000. But is he?
At the end of the day, he wanted to pay
Young
tribute
Thug.
to that man.
But is he? I'm just young. I'm just saying because there's so many other men that did it before he did.
Okay, but think about it. In this day and age, they want to criticize everything. I mean, you had people talking about Lil Nas X because of his recent video, and they were just like, oh, well, that's kind of skeptical. If someone feels comfortable in their own skin, they want to represent somebody somehow, some way, fucking let them.
So we're just going to skim over the fact that it just might be capping the fact to get us to talk about it. That's the rollout. We're going to skip over that part. We're going to skip over the fact that it may be something in regards to him. He might got an album coming out, and I think Cudi do got an album coming out. You know what I'm saying?
He do.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying.
It's all a rollout.
Everybody always wants to stir the pot because they
just
want
saying.
their shit to be known.
It's all a rollout.
It's all a rollout. So look, Giants.
It's other ways you can pay homage.
Right, you could
It's
have
so
had a
many
picture
other
of
ways.
him in the back. You could have gave him a shout out at the end of the song. On a t-shirt.
I hate that
he
I
had
know
a
him.
t-shirt on. Like, I mean, he could have put the picture of him in the dress. But I mean, listen. If a girl could jump in the comments and tell how good a nigga dick was, a nigga could jump on stage with a fucking dress. That's it. If the girl could sit there and say, I sucked the shit out of this nigga dick and he fucked me so good,
Fuck is
and
you
thank you,
talking
daddy,
about?
then you know what? Kid Cudi can wear a fucking dress. Okay?
Well,
Now it's boo. When we talk about sucking dick, it's all the way appropriate.
Oh, they all for it.
Doubles.
Paying tribute.
Y'all are
When we
shitty.
talking about paying tribute to a musician,
So
then
you
it's a
okay?
whole
So you
problem.
okay with Kid Cudi wearing a dress?
I'm not okay with I'm not okay with sucking dick.
Okay.
Talk about sucking dick on the camera.
I digress.
I ain't talking about the dress.
All right,
Like,
I digress.
Like I say it to each his own.
I digress.
Right?
Okay.
Like I said, some people comfortable. That's his preference. He prefers to pay tribute to fucking what's the nigga name? Kurt Cobain in a dress. That's his preference.
That ain't his
I'm talking to Prince, the Brooklyn Pisces. How you said it? I'm talking to the Brooklyn Pisces. That's his preference.
Okay.
My nigga ain't gonna wear no dress to pay tribute to Kurt Cobain.
To another nigga?
My nigga gonna wear some constructs and a t-shirt with him, but that's his preference.
Okay.
Preference.
Look. We gonna wrap up roll call, man. We gonna wrap up roll call. Shout out to the Giants. They tapping in. They piping up, man. Listen, live on Broadway podcast. We gonna come back segment 2. You know the vibes. It's cheaper to be yourself.
I know you.
You know the vibes, man. We are piping up, man. Shout out to the Giants on Instagram, man. I see y'all weighing in. I'm going to come to y'all momentarily. I got you. I promise you on that. Shout out to the Giants. Listen, man, they panicking in the room and they on Clubhouse, God damn it. Shout out to everybody, man. I love that energy for roll call, man. Shout out. Listen, man. You know, every road leads us to a certain destination. And I wanted to get into a few things, and I thought you guys might give some good energy on this topic. You know what I'm talking about? So look, this is what we're doing, Seg 2, live on Broadway podcast. How far is too far when it comes to your husband or wife disciplining your kids that's not biologically theirs? Give me that same energy.
Keep that same energy.
You know what I'm talking about? How far is too far when it comes to your husband or wife disciplining your kids that's not biologically theirs? I see Sade off the cuff. Talk to me, Queen.
You butchered my question, but it's okay.
Hey, I had to put it in a way that was easy for people to receive. Tap in with me.
And this is not just for your husband and your wife. This is also like the long-term relationship that you've been in. You guys may or may not be married. So at what point, where do you draw the line when it comes to your spouse disciplining the child that is not theirs?
Can I go first?
Tap in with me.
Yes.
Tap in with me.
Don't touch mine. Just call me. I don't give a damn what he did.
Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about?
Why you say that? I'm confused. All right, carry on. I hear you. I hear you, D. So don't touch yours. That's why, but hold on. Respectfully, let's keep it wife and husband. Let's keep it that way. It's that way for a reason. Because your girlfriend or your long-time relationship, you might not, let's keep it husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a different connotation when it's boyfriend and girlfriend. Tap in with me. How you feel about that, Shells? Your husband or wife, you have a kid from a previous relationship, God forbid, and now that's your husband. Are you okay with him disciplining your kid? How far is too far?
Well, for starters, does my child consider him a father? Because you're not about to sit there and discipline my child when they don't consider you a father figure. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're not going to respect you at the end of the day if they don't consider you a father figure. They're going to be like, you're just some person. You're living in my mama's house. You're married to her. You have no relation to me. And it's like, and some people, in their terms of discipline, sometimes they go too far. So you got to know boundaries. This is not your child. Know your boundaries.
Okay. I hear you. That's similar. All right, similar what D said. Let's tap in. TJ, I see you came off mute.
All right, with me, it would depend on.
Hold on. One second. If you guys are listening to this on Clubhouse, make sure you hit those 3 dots in your upper right-hand corner and hit audio quality high so you guys can hear it the way it's intended to be heard. All right, tap in with me, T.
All right, with me, it would have to depend on the mother's involvement in the child's life. Now, if she's completely out of the picture, you can discipline the child along the lines that I discipline the child. If she is in the picture, don't do nothing because I don't want to deal with the drama between y'all's back and forth.
All right, so all right, let me get it out the mud, right? Let me tell you like this. I think that it's a very difficult situation, a very particular situation for a man to discipline. If I'm your husband and I come into a situation and there's a kid there, and so you mean to tell me as a man, my job is to what? Protect, provide, secure. Is that a general consensus? Is that just about right? I would agree, right? Mike's flash, if you will. Okay, cool, right? So if those are my general 3 duties, right? I think that it's very hard for a man to come into a situation and there's a kid there, and you're telling me that my role is to take care of and protect, provide, and do these things, but I gotta halfway discipline this kid? Is that what y'all telling me? I'm just saying, like, so as a man, I gotta feed this kid. I gotta provide security for this kid. I have to provide a source of security, protection, income, all these things for this kid, but I cannot discipline this kid, is what you're telling me. I beg to differ. I feel like if I'm your husband, not your boyfriend, right? Your husband, and we got to that part, even if the father is there or not, I should have all rights to discipline, and with respect to how you discipline. I'm here for that. I'm sorry.
What do you mean by discipline?
I mean,
like,
what I'm saying is
reprimand. Do you mean punish? Do you mean physically hit? What do you mean discipline?
And that's why I said the question how I said it. Where do you draw the line when it comes to discipline? What is discipline when you're disciplining someone else's child? Are you screaming and yelling? Are you putting your hands on them? Are you making them do chores, yard work? What is the discipline? How far is too far?
I feel like if I'm a man and I bring you into my life as my wife, right? And you're my child's stepmom, bonus mom, however they say it these days, right? I'm trusting her to know that everything that I'm doing to my kid, this is what you shall do to my kid. There's no limitations on discipline. Now, if you don't see me doing certain things, then you shouldn't do certain things, right? But I feel like for a man, it's different than from a woman. So I'm a man, so I'm speaking from a man's standpoint. If I'm coming into a situation and because now what happens if I take the perspective of, oh, I get half the discipline, now they get half the security, they get half of the income, they get half of everything. I don't think most will be okay. Most women will be okay with that. I think me as a man, it's different because a man would take a woman that has 2 kids and and herself. A man will take a woman like that because if he could provide for them, if he could take them on, then or everything is okay by way of that. If the situation is reversed and a woman is dating a dude, she don't have no kids, and he has 2 kids, a woman is more so not gonna take that dude because she's not trying to. What, she gonna provide for them? What is she going? It's a double standard, but I'm okay with it because I understand how the double standards work. Talk to me, T.
No, but she would have to nurture them. She would have to love them. She would have to step in all the ways that he can't. It's more of an emotional burden. I mean, now you're trying to say what's more of a burden, doing the emotional work or doing the, physical, financial work. Like, you can't compare the two. We all agree kids need both. So whichever way you slice it, you got to step in. However, again, when you say discipline, what are you talking about? Because you can punish a child, you can take something away from a child, you can do everything but hit them. And that goes for biological parent versus, step parent. But I ain't got kids, so you ain't got to listen to me.
Talk to me, Ruth.
I'm a parent, and first of all, if I'm dealing with somebody, there's no such thing as, even if they don't look at you as a father figure, they don't have to respect you. My kids are going to respect the fuck out of whoever I deal with. Because I'm never going to deal with a lame. I could see if I was dealing with a lame and the kids is like, oh, I ain't fucking, mommy dealing with a cornball. Like, I would understand that, but I'm not going to deal with no lame, so I'm never going to put my kids in a situation to where they don't respect my spouse. Anybody that I deal with knows what I expect of my children. Now, it's okay for you to, take their devices away. You know what I'm saying? You could put my kids on punishment. You could get them yard work, tell them to do the dishes. Like, yeah. I'm cool with that. Yeah. I don't have no problem with that because that clearly means, like, if I'm the parent and you the step parent, you clearly trying to be the easier parent. So for you to even be put in a situation to where you got to put them on punishment, they clearly did some shit that was out of line. So, okay, now you got to stop trying to be the cool step parent and be dad and be like, yo, like, this is what it is right now, and I'm going to take that. But as far as physical, I'm always going to have this conversation with, my spouse. I'm not okay with you physically disciplining my child. If my child put their hands on you and you have to restrain my child. Don't sit there and let my child beat up on you. Like, that shit is not respectful at all. Like,
so I want to throw it back. I want to throw it back to D for a second, right? Because D said that don't touch his child, right? So you mean to tell me, D, and I hear that, I understand that to a certain extent, but my question to you, D, becomes are you willing to how should I say this? So you want her to be, would you be okay with her being half the things that she should be to the relationship because she's not able to discipline your kid? Why are you with her then if you don't feel like you don't want her to 100% discipline your child? Why are you there then? Take your time, but hurry up.
That's for me? This
Yeah,
D?
DWI.
Oh, nah, it's another D right next to me. My bad. So you're talking about if somebody was with me. All right, so here's the deal, because I listened to your POV on what you just said. I don't have a problem if you were Broadway was dating my son's mother, and we all had an understanding of how we're gonna rear him and bring him up, and we set the stance, and you and I agree that you're a cool dude and you're not abusive. I don't care that you be a man to him and show him some things when I'm not there. I don't have a problem with that. But he cannot be getting hands put on him before it goes through me. And I mean, that's my property. Like that's
All
my
right,
son.
so
Like, it just can't happen like that.
So in
Conversation is fine.
I take a page out of Zmar's book. Me and Z had countless conversations about this offline, and we both are alike in this matter. I think the way it comes to when it comes to disciplining your boys is different from how we discipline our girls, right? Like all bets are off when it comes to physically touching our girls. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm not touching my girls because I feel like I don't want love to be associated with physical touch by way of a father. You know what I mean? Because women grow up and they'll think subconsciously because a man put his hands on her that he loves her, right? I don't like that. Now, when it comes to these boys, I feel like boys are different. You gotta listen, man. It's a little bit different, man. I'm not. All bets aren't off. Listen. I restrain myself as long as possible, but there might be a time or two in his life where I gotta run across his whole jaw. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, and because boys are different than girls. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with me. Everybody don't speak at the same time.
Boys, girls, I'm busting your fucking ass. I'm busting your shit.
So
I'm busting your shit. I don't want to hear, if I bust their ass, they're going to think that that's what a man's supposed to do. Because you don't just wake up out the red and fucking hit them. You don't do that. If you did something wrong, first of all, it got to be something drastic for me to hit my kids, all right? My kids are scared of me with looks, so I rarely have to bust my ass. Like, I recently busted my daughter ass in February. Like, shorty ran away. That was some ass busting shit. Okay. Like, that was an ass busting situation.
You see,
when you did something in class, I looked at you, I yelled at you, I probably took your phone. I didn't get crazy.
That's not for everyone though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying your parenting skills are what they are. You know what I mean? I particularly would take a different approach with my girls. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a boy, I think that I'm here for that.
I'm gonna bust your ass.
I'm here for that. Tap in. Who we got on the ground?
So Broadway. So what you're telling me, Broadway? So if you had a child and you wasn't with the son, I mean, we wanted with the mother, and another dude, and I know you well, so I like to hear the response to this. Yeah. Another dude is whatever type of dude he is. He's one of those dudes that he's running the whole house, and it's his way or no way. And your kid is a little like you, like he wants to do his own thing. You don't think he owes you a phone call before it gets crazy? If it's something that can be, I'm not talking about like my son just running and jumping off the wall and nobody can stop him, and I want him to call me. Nah, then you gotta put hands on him because now he's just being disruptive. I'm just talking about you just had an idea that he was out of line for not doing his homework or something. You decided that you wanted to, run across his chest or whatever you just said. Like that, I'm trying to understand how you would deal with that.
So I would love for you to ping Teresa to this conversation too, D, before I answer that, right? But inside answering that, I think that much like what you said a moment ago, where if there's a certain respect level and I fuck with homie, you know what I mean? And I trust, God forbid, my baby mother to make the right decisions and who she's with. You know what I mean? I'm gonna trust that he's doing. Listen, I'm okay with it, D. And the only reason I'm saying I'm okay with it is not because I'm taking claim and feeling like that's my kid, because sometimes he might need to do something by way of my kid. If he can take care of my kid, if he can buy my kid this and take care of my baby mother and afford the bills and take care and provide a source of income for that family that unfortunately it didn't work out, that's part of the game. Unfortunately, people don't think that, okay, cool, if it don't work out, now it didn't work out, so this is what comes with it. It doesn't just come, the only thing that comes with it isn't, all right, cool, now somebody else gets to be, another man gets to be around my kid. Now, if it's a boy, hey, listen, if need be, I'm giving them permission to do so. If it's my girl, no, we not doing that. And we're going to have a clear understanding on 6 million ways on why not to do that. Let me get it from the
So
gram.
we start the double standard
But
again.
but there's a double standard, and you got to be
Abuse
okay
is
with the
abuse,
double
though.
standard. It's not hold on. It's only abuse when you physically run across your kid physically, and you're angry inside of doing it. If you do it out of love and you're doing it to discipline them, and you're telling them the reason why, because some parents hit their kid because they tired, they frustrated, and they angry, and they run across their kid and they upset and they beat their kid because they're angry, not because they're trying to discipline their child. Hold on, let me get it from the gram. Tap in. They good. Tap in with me. Tap in with me, Queen. Who we got up there?
Indian _
Wise?
Yep.
Tap in with me, Queen. I'm here for you. Tap in.
Okay. How you guys doing?
Shout out to you, Queen.
Hello.
Love you guys. Love you guys. But my perspective of it all is that I'm gonna go back to my children and how things happen with my husband coming into play.
Okay.
We had an understanding before we even got married. Okay? And just like I was letting you guys know, like at the beginning, when I first met you guys, he is like the only father that my children knew. So like the sperm donors was nowhere to be found. So that was like the only father that my children knew. But we had like rules to this, like as far as you don't always have to put your hand on a child. Okay? You know, my husband had that voice to where you gonna go sit down, period. He could just say, you know what I'm saying, what's up? Go sit down, and then that's what it is. We even had them like stand in the corners, whole books stand in the corner, because just like you were saying, you could be angry about something and then take your anger out on that child, and then it becomes abuse.
Do it.
It becomes abuse. I'm gonna share this with you, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. I had a cousin that used to always go to work faithfully, and her husband will watch her daughter while she go to work. Now, my cousin not knowing, every time she went to work, he was abusing my little cousin. She's 3 years old, right? Abusing her, but he did it so swiftly to where she was bleeding eternally inside.
Wow.
It was on Nancy Grace and everything, and that little baby died. So he would beat her and beat this child where you won't see it on the outside, but on the inside, her organs and everything was shutting down. So you really have to be careful who you bring into your life. Do some investigation.
Well, respectfully, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, Queen, right? Respectfully, if a man is going to domestically abuse your child, then it's not just your child. He's probably doing it to you too. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
He's probably doing it to you too. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder and feel like I want to get it from Clubhouse. Tap in with me, Charles. Shout out to Charles tapping in. I see you, King.
Yeah, so here's my thought on it. To me, it's really simple. It all comes down to communication. No matter if you're with the person that you had the child with, or you're preparing to have a child, or you're in a secondary or third relationship where you have children, it all boils down to communication. As long as there's open communication, there usually isn't a problem. If there is going to be a problem, you'll know about it in that communication. There'll be things that are said or impressions that are given off by body language or mannerisms that will throw red flags. So that's kind of my take on it. I don't think the focus should be on the communication of how you want to discipline and raise a child.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have to worry about, if you have that communication, I don't think you have to worry about the horrible happening, or at least the chance goes dramatically down. Now, On the other side of it, the one thing I don't agree with is treating a boy and a girl differently. And here's why I say that.
Okay.
By saying that you treat a girl differently than you would treat a boy, you're basically saying that they're not equal, that a girl can only think and emotionally react or physically react to something a certain way, and that a boy can only react to it emotionally or physically a certain way. And I don't think that's the case. I mean, I'm sure we all have kids. If you have two boys, each one of them reacts to discipline and different types of discipline completely different. You can't discipline two kids the exact same because they're different individuals.
Sure.
So to sit there and say that you can't discipline a daughter the same way that you discipline your son, I don't think is doing the child justice. I think you have to take it on a case-by-case basis, regardless of sex, and do what works for them. You know, some kids, all you have to do is sit them down, talk to them like they're an adult, and say, look, here's what happened. Why was it wrong? What can you do next time to not do that? And that's all they need.
Okay.
That's enough discipline to them. And you got to remember, there's more than just, it's not just, you know, punching your kid in the jaw or spanking them or whatever the case may be. There's also there's the emotional and mental abuse side of that.
Okay.
You know, you may never lay a hand on them, but if you're screaming and yelling at them, that may be just as harmful, if not more harmful, to that individual child than beating the living crap out of them.
Yeah. So here's the thing, right, Charles? And I agree with that, right? I agree with that latter part in the previous part. The part that I disagree with is believing that men and women are equal. I don't feel like men and women are equal. Respectfully, it's not to put men ahead. It's not to put women below. I feel like they are different in their own respects. Women are different in their own respects than what men are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the same thing. So when it comes to disciplining a boy, there's certain methods that should be implemented that are different than what it is disciplining a girl, because women born and I got to speak about the world that we live in. We live in, well, I don't know about everyone, but I live in the United States of America. What that means is, although it's to a certain extent, making a boy and a girl feel equal is cap, in my opinion, right? And the reason why, again, there's double standards. Either they're going to understand those double standards fast by way of being home, or they're going to understand it later by being in the world. I'd much rather them understand it sooner than later by way of being home. And the reason why that is because a girl doesn't have to, a girl that becomes a young lady that develops into a woman, she doesn't have the pressure of, more often than not, she shouldn't have the pressure to provide, protect, and add security in the same constraints that a man does. Tap in with me, P.
Pink Sapphire kind of just touches on what you're saying. She's saying raising girls and boys are very different experiences. Their needs and how you relate to them are different. So
If we could get Pink Sapphire up here too, I would love to get her commentary. I think that boys and girls are different. I'm not raising my girl thinking with the assumption that she should have to take care of her family. No, you take care of, excuse me guys, I'm sorry. You take care of yourself and to a certain degree of your life, and then you meet a man. That man should be able to provide source of income for that family. A man should be able, and again, different strokes, different folks. Perhaps how I was raised and my OGs showed me something different from how others feel. And that's okay. Two things can be true, you know? But how I feel like, respectfully, I honestly feel like a woman shouldn't have to financially provide for her family. Not by way of primary income. It should be secondary. Let her use her money for her things. Let me take on the weight and pressures of providing a source of income for this family. Otherwise, why am I here taking and being here for I'm gonna take on the responsibility of being with a woman and not and expect her to what? Pay for what? Why should she have to pay for anything? And that's how I see it. If you're my woman, you shouldn't have to pay for a certain amount of shit, respectfully. And I'm gonna raise my daughter to be and have those same things. Like, don't bring home a nigga that you like, all right, cool. If it's the first date and y'all go half, I understand that. It's the first date. But if he's courting you, you can court him. It don't have to be identical, but it has to be reciprocal. Shout out to me. Put some respect on my shit.
Keep that same energy.
Tap in, P. Tap in with me, P. I would love to get your commentary on this.
My commentary, okay.
Yeah, because I think there's more ways to skin a cat. I'm not saying that Charles is wrong. I'm saying Charles have a different approach than mine. You know, I'm not saying D is wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying my approach might be a little bit obtuse.
So I don't disagree with you.
You ain't gonna applaud my word obtuse?
I don't personally,
Go ahead.
I don't disagree.
My bad. Apologies. Go ahead.
Got it?
I got it.
All right, so am I in the way? Good? All right. So me personally, first and foremost, let me just put this out here. Me and my lady not breaking up, so it won't be no other nigga, no other chick.
Keep that same energy.
It's for life right here. But if it were to happen, because this is my first by blood, because it's my first by blood, it's very difficult for me. I'm even strong on my own mother, you know, about disciplining my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do certain things a certain way. I'm grateful that I have a woman in my life who has the experience already to do so. However, we communicate very strongly and a lot to say, to know that, to communicate a lot, to just have a game plan of what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it. So anybody that comes around us or anybody that we share our child with or drops them off, we give them the game plan. Like, this is what it is. This is how we do things. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you ain't touching him. You know, he's only 1.5 right now. But once he gets older, hopefully, we've done enough in our household that if he do go outside of there or if anybody else is watching him, he doesn't have to get touched. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it starts in the home. So hopefully we've done enough within the home that anybody else who we cherish and love and we respectfully allow them to watch our child won't have to go to a certain route to a certain extent that go past what we do already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So so even if it was the case that me and her didn't make it, we already had to kind of lay down the foundation within ourselves, because that's something that I think you touched on it. If we're not together, even if we wasn't together, we're still gonna hold ground rules. Me and her gonna still have a long and strong conversation of what's gonna happen, how it's gonna be disciplined, what's gonna happen after that. Even like, you know, I touched on what Rube said about not having certain people in our life. Okay. That shit is real. You know, I don't mind. It's gonna be a point in time if we wasn't together, I wouldn't mind her vetting her, who I'm gonna have around me. You know, because that person may be is gonna be in my children's life. Right. So she might want to meet her. Like, listen, I want to know who this person is. And you know, some people are different, but I want to at least meet that individual and look them in the eye and go, listen, this is what it is. I'm gonna talk. Like she said it certain things a certain way to him. Yeah. But I want to say it to him. And vice versa.
Let me throw a fork in the road, a fork in it, right?
Please do.
So now here's the situation, right? So now I was with a woman, right?
I'm surprised I didn't get a Prince card.
Nah. So I was with a woman, right? Unfortunately, but fortunately, we didn't have any biological kids, right? But her daughter, I consider my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because I came into the kid's life when she was two months years old. You know what I'm saying? So I saw her up, right? So how I feel about it is, no, not how I feel about it. So if we did have a kid though, now I got one in, I got one off, meaning one is biologically mine, one isn't, right? And now because the father wasn't in my daughter's life, now what happens in the realm of if we expired very early on and the kid was, let's say, 8, and now me and her, we got a kid. Her kid is 8. Our kid is 3. I don't know. I'm making up numbers, right? So I'm trying not to confuse you or lose you. What I'm saying is, what happens then with that understanding?
Yeah.
Are you the new dude that comes around? That's around your biological kid. And the new dude that's around your biological kid and your bonus daughter. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you expect him to follow the rules of engagement that y'all set for the daughter that's not yours?
Yes.
But how?
Let me turn that around.
But how? And then hold on, P. Hold on, P. But before you go ham. Okay. My thing is, like, okay, what's yours is yours, and I think sometimes we think what's now is forever, and unfortunately, what's now might not be forever.
Facts indeed.
You might have an understanding of what to do in 2021. Y'all might live to 2025. Now it's 2040. You're expecting what you guys came up with, the game plan in 2020. Circumstances change.
So here's the thing that I don't know. I'm not gonna say that you're missing, but from birth to 18, that's it. Because from birth to 18 is the time frame. Yeah. All right, cool. From birth to 18 is the time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So if you give me a time frame of, let's say you said 8 years old, whatever case may be,
yeah,
you're laying the foundation. The foundation is already laid. Like certain people might want to. If you go, let's just say this. I grew up a certain way. I grew up with a certain religion. Right?
Uh-huh.
And that was my family's religion.
Mm-hmm.
My mother had one. My grandparents had another. My mother grew up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? She grew up with a certain religion. Once she became of a certain age, she changed it.
Send the lives to the collectors.
She chose her own foundation.
Okay.
So the path is already laid. If I'm laying the pathway for the child that's out, as you say, and this is the game plan that we've had, then by all means. Now, if my ex decides to change that, that's a conversation we're gonna have to have. Because and the only reason why I say that is because if I've been there since the child's 2 months old, like you have been,
yeah,
that's my child.
Yeah, I understand that, and I would agree with that, right? But I have to still afford him the same opportunity.
No,
I have to afford him the same opportunity to be the head, because now he's the head of that family. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm secondary. I'm not primary, even though I'm the father. Once you stop being with that baby mother or baby father, you forfeit your rights to become primary.
Nah,
you're secondary.
The only reason why I disagree
father
with that,
or not, parent or not.
You lay down the foundation. That's your foundation. You started.
But we're talking about wife. We're talking about husband.
Okay.
We're not talking about fling. We're not talking about one night stands.
That's fine.
Okay.
Wife and husband. Like if you've been there, and that child now has the personality of what you groomed them to have.
Yeah.
They have the standards of what you taught them to have.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that another man that could have to giving that another man, the next person, the same kind of path that you had, not at all, because that person wasn't there from the start. You was there from 2 months to 8 years. Now that 8-year-old has a different personality than what you had, what you already groomed already. That's all I'm saying. It's a different. For me, it's just different.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, but
no,
nah.
I hear you.
I paved the way.
I hear you. I hear you.
Fuck out of here.
I think things change. I see Amy in here. Amy, would you like to add any commentary on this before we switch up and get to the next topic? Amy, are you okay? Are you okay, Amy? Amy, are you okay? Okay. All right. Well, listen, man. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I can't say that P is wrong. This is why you don't get the Prince card, as well as Charles and whomever else. Oh, Amy's back. Shout out to Amy.
I'm here.
Tap in with me, Amy. Do you have any commentary on this? Are you a mother? Are you with the child's father? How do you feel about, how far is too far when it comes to your husband disciplining your kid that's not biologically his?
So I don't have children, but I came into a relationship when my stepson was 15.
Okay.
And it was absolutely horrendous. So, because I just wanted to be a mom in the worst way. And he had a mom who was real, like he was on his own kind of. So he wasn't used to having a clingy mom. And I was young because there's an age difference between his dad and I.
Yeah.
So it was just a totally different experience from what I thought. I thought it was going to be all like hunky-dory and everything be good. And I mean, at 15, it's not like you're not disciplining a 15-year-old like you would have to like a 5-year-old. It was just different. And I think people need to think really, really hard before you get into a relationship with someone that has children.
Let me ask you something. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, because it's hard. It is not easy. It's hard.
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. And shout out to Kenya. We're gonna get your commentary. The question, just to reset the room real quick. The question is, how far is too far when it comes to your husband or wife disciplining your kids that's not biologically theirs? But so here's the thing, right? By a show of, and I could go one by one, but I'll start with Amy. Do you believe that men and women are equal?
I heard this conversation. If I can give a little background, I work in a male-dominated field. I sell cars. I don't think that I don't really think that there's much that a guy can do that I can't do.
That's not the question, though. The question is, do you think men and women are equal?
That we're equal? I think it's like the one guy said about how everyone should be treated the way that, like, individually. But do I think that men and women are equal? And yes. Do I think that they should be treated equally and treated the same? Like, I don't want to get screamed at. So if you think that screaming at a guy is the way to, like, fix something, don't do that with me, because you're not going to get anywhere with me. Do you see what I mean? Or like beating me up isn't going to work. So no, like, then we're not equal.
Okay. I'm sure there's some men that would love to eat you up. But let me ask you this though. So
beat. I said beat.
Oh, beat. I'm sure there's some men that would love to beat you up too. Not physically. Not physically. I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So listen. let me ask Kenya. Kenya, I want you to answer the topic that's in the room. But first, I want you to answer. Do you feel like men and women are equal?
Men and women are not equal, no. Because a man is stronger than me. Physically. Not necessarily mentally, physically.
Delineate. Elaborate, please.
For example, I'm not good at building stuff.
Okay.
I'm not good at lifting heavy objects.
Okay.
For me, men are physically stronger. That's just my opinion.
Okay, I second that notion. I do not believe that men and women are equal. It's not to say that men are greater. It's not to say that women are less. It's just to say we're not equal, sis. We're not equal, King. We not. Women have
We're not.
women have
Because
an
if-
innate ability. Women have an innate ability to bear the beauties of life. We don't have
Right.
that. We don't have that. And I'm saying that because it may sound minuscule. It may sound trivial, but it's not at all. It's not at all. And a woman should
Right.
be respected and appreciated to a certain extent, such as well as a man. Women don't have the burden of feeling like in these societal norms to provide for. She shouldn't have to feel the pressure to provide for her family.
Right, but even on that note, we're not paid equally either.
There you go. That too.
So
That
no,
too.
we're not equal to men. Because if
Okay.
we were, then in corporate America, we'd be paid the same.
You got something, Shells?
Yeah.
Tap in with me, Shelly.
It was kind of bouncing back and forth through a lot of the topics, but I was really listening a lot.
You know what? I want to applaud that. I want to applaud the queens in here for listening and not responding off of passively listening. But go ahead, Queen.
So my thing is like even going back to the question of thinking of like how you discipline a child.
Yeah.
Definitely the way, and I can say through personal experience, when your parent marries somebody else, and like how Prince was touching, you already have a certain type of discipline built.
Yeah.
So they're not
Yeah.
used to that. So when they get exposed to that, it's them trying to understand because everyone has their own method. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because the way how my brothers were disciplined before I even came into the picture, that rubbed off on me.
Yeah.
And it came to the point that there were situations that my brother would tell me, oh, well, you have to toughen up. You have to do this. So it made me think of how they were disciplined with my father before I came into the picture. So
Right.
a lot of those things rubbed off on me. And obviously I could see that it was something that mentally fucked up my brother.
Okay.
It wasn't even both of them. It was one of them. And I
Yeah.
can see the reason why he is the way that he is.
Mm.
And sometimes the way that you're taking in discipline could either be good or bad.
I'm here for that. I know that's right. I know that. I know that's all the way right.
I know that's right, girl.
My energy. Listen, man. Listen. Can we get into Seg 3? Let's do that. Yeah. Let's get into Seg 3. I appreciate you guys. Live on Broadway podcast. Let's motherfucking pull up Seg 3 last segment. You heard?
You are now tuned in to Live on Broadway podcast, the #1 relationship podcast in the world. So spicy.
Money coming, money go. People coming, people go. If you speaking on the low, I ain't jacking you no more. Money coming, money go. People coming, people go. I swear I need something more. So I ain't jacking you no more. Clear.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. Sometimes, just sometimes, you gotta get the motherfucking shit off your shoulder.
Now for our feature presentation.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta get
Keep
that
that
shit
same
off your
energy.
shoulder. Shout out. I see TJ tapping in. I see Les. I see Gigi, Amy, Kenya tapping in. Round of applause to those beautiful, handsome folk on Clubhouse. Who we got on the gram, man? Who tapping in, man? Tap in with me, King.
All right, we got his Mrs. Your Wishes. We got Trey 11208. We got Lex Luthor. We got Pink Sapphire. We got Andre _Ado. We got Amethyst. The Hearts in the building.
Yes. I love it. Let's talk about some things. This one goes out to you, and you. They had some smoke for me on the gram. Yo, Yo, P, my last photo that I put up on the gram, they came from my body.
I
knew that shit was coming.
The last photo I put up on the gram, they had jokes. They said I was Tyrese.
Tyrese.
They said I was Tyrese.
Somebody put Seal in the group chat.
They said I was motherfucking that nigga Seal.
Hit you with the tank.
Yo, they said I was motherfucking. What's that nigga name? They said I was motherfucking. They said I was motherfucking Tank.
He hit you with every bullhead R&B.
Yo.
Nigga
Well,
in the group
nah, we
chat.
gave him some options with hair, but
listen.
Carl Thomas had hair.
Today we dance. Let me tell y'all who y'all motherfuckers are. How about that? How about motherfucking that? I'ma start from the right. No, I'ma start from the right of the room, or the left of the room, depending on which way you're viewing this. You know who motherfucking this one is? Yeah. No, what you mean? No, what you mean? How?
Don't include me because I wasn't in the group chat for that. Don't include me.
Nah, fuck you. Everybody get it.
No,
Everybody
don't
get
include
it.
me.
Everybody get it.
Don't include me. Skip
Everybody
right over
get it.
because I just had to go look at the picture because I had no idea.
Hey, everybody get it.
Nope.
Everybody get it.
Skip me. Skip me.
Y'all remember The
'cause I wasn't
Simpsons,
there.
right?
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Skip me.
Yeah.
Skip
Y'all
me.
remember The Simpsons, don't you?
Don't
Yes,
do
we
it.
do.
Don't do it. Skip me.
She about to walk out?
Skip
Yo.
me.
Go.
Yo.
Skip
Wow.
You remember the Stray Cat?
Oh, what's that cartoon? The roller cartoon?
You remember?
Itchy and Scratchy.
Yo, you remember the black cat with the eyes?
Scratchy.
I wasn't there. I wasn't. But see.
That was listen. I got some smoke for your ass because you was playing Mrs. Me Too. You know who Shelly is?
Who's Shelly? Hold on, let me go back.
Yo, wait, where I'm at, P? You know who Shelly is? Shelly is.
Oh my God, who is she?
Shelly's the penguin.
From Batman?
How about that? Remember
What sense does that mean?
No. Fuck out of here. Y'all had smoke for me.
Yeah.
Yo, they came for me.
I can't wait. At least you should have taken that
Pink
shit as a fucking compliment. Tyrese is bald.
Pink Sapphire
and he
too.
look good.
Fuck
I
outta
don't
here.
know why you trying to
Pink
act
Sapphire
so.
too. You know who Pink Sapphire is, P? You remember motherfucking, what's that shit? Tyler
Arthur?
Perry?
Oh, Tyler Perry, okay.
Remember Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
She the motherfucking old lady.
Not Cicely Tyson.
You did me already? You did me already?
She didn't do you yet.
He a whole mess.
You be waiting though. She waiting.
Now that we got that out the way. Listen, topic. I got a topic for the room. That was real cute though. I laughed. I was dying. I couldn't. So listen, strong women. Strong women. Do you allow your man to be a man? It's simple. Real simple question. Do strong women allow their men to be a man? The reason why I'm asking that question is because I think a lot of women like to take on the moniker of being a strong woman. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes, more often than not, strong women don't allow their men to be men because they're air quote strong. You know what I'm saying? So tap in with me. Do you allow your man to be a man? Tap in with me, Giant Shell. You got the mic.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would allow my man to
So,
be a man.
all right,
Why would I want to take that away from him?
I guess the more appropriate question would be how you identify. Do you identify as a strong woman?
In many ways, yes. Because mentally, I'm a strong woman. Physically, maybe not, but mentally, I am.
But like, I think the term strong woman.
Overall, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Overall, yes.
So you feel like you're a strong woman that allow your man to be a man. Okay,
Yes.
let me get it from Clubhouse. Leslie, tap in with me, Queen. do you allow? How do you identify? Do you identify as a strong woman? And if you do it versus if you don't, if you know somebody that knows somebody that know a woman that's a strong woman, do you know somebody that allows their man to be a man?
Well, I'm an alpha, so yes, I allow my man to be a man.
Huh?
Well, I'm an alpha. I'm a strong woman.
So, all right. So, in what ways? Because we gotta peel this back. In which ways do you allow your man to be a man?
Making decisions, whether it's when we go out on a date, put the, reservations in his name, pay bills, whatever bill he, gonna pay. If he say, this is where we're going to have dinner, I let, he leads, I'll allow him to lead.
What happens if it's the first date? Are you okay with him pulling up at the restaurant and saying you said it was 50% off the Groupon?
Say that again.
Oh, hell no.
Keep that same energy.
Say that again.
Are you okay with your man being okay first date or on a date?
He's like, I got a coupon.
he got a coupon. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm a coupon queen. I like to save my dollars.
Okay, I'm here for that.
Let's go.
What about if it's the first date?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I don't particularly. All right. Oh, well, if you're in a relationship, I'm fine with it. If you're not in a relationship and you just getting acquainted with somebody, I don't think the nigga should pull up or shorty should pull up talking about I got a Groupon deal. Talking about Uber Eats said, "Fuck is you talking about?"
Bro, you paying full price.
Yeah, like
full price first date.
How you gonna date a nigga that's pulling up with a Groupon? Like what is he showing you?
Saving his money for later.
Like what is he showing you? Like, I mean,
it depends on the person, because I'm about saving my money, right? So if you about saving your coins and you look at money, if you have a different type of relationship with money, I wouldn't judge him too much on that. Now, if he did that all the time, then it may be a conversation. But if he did that the first day, I don't know what his pockets is like. We just getting to know each other.
So why?
No, we don't know each other.
But why does he take you out on a date if his money funny?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm just saying.
I hear you. I got you.
I just think the nigga, like, respectfully, he perhaps, I'm cool with dating somebody, they fall on hard times. I can understand that shit happens in life. Nobody's exempt from shit happening. But again, that's one of those double standards, Pete, where for a man, I think a man would be more so criticized, generally speaking, more harshly than a woman would if a man pulled up with a Groupon than if a woman pulled up with a Groupon.
Yeah, I'm laughing because Lex Luthor said first date, nah.
See?
She said every other date I wouldn't care, but little do she know the first date was on a Groupon.
Keep that same energy.
He's revealing secrets.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm here for it. Tap in with me, Rubes.
Say that one more time.
Are you okay? How comfortable are you okay with allowing your man to be a man? And I know that you are an alpha woman. You are an armed security guard.
Stop telling my business. Because a lot of them is not registered. Nah. No, I'm definitely a strong woman. I had to do a lot of shit for myself, by myself, for a real long time. So I am a strong woman, but I do believe in allowing a man to be a man.
And what pretenses? Under what
It may
pretenses?
take me a little while to trust you, to lead me enough to like play that full-on man role, but I'm gonna allow a man to be a man. I'm gonna allow him to make, because I make all the decisions in my household. Like every decision that happens in my household, I say when people can come, when people can go, when my door can be locked, when the turtles need to be let out for a little while. So I've run everything in my house. Everything in my house, I run, but
I would allow my spouse to take charge, like she said.
Okay. Here's where we go a bit left, right? Because I wonder. Excuse me. I think it's deeper than just letting someone than just saying it. I think we gotta lead by example, you know. And honestly, I feel like T. Marie. What's up, T? You good? Okay. I feel like respectfully, that's something easy to say, but it's hard to lead by way of example. I think a lot of women, I think men and women are different. I don't believe we are equal, right? Going back to the last segment. But taking it a step further, I feel like women think that they are being, when you become so conditioned, that's why, like, if I'm dating a woman and she says it's been like 10 years or whatever, it's been a long period of time since the last time she's been in a relationship, I feel like that's an appetite for destruction, because respectfully, it's almost like you've been so conditioned to be in a certain way that you might be unfamiliar with how to be for a man. You know what I mean? And vice versa. You know, like if you're, hey, listen, you know, I'm not going to get into my Kevin Samuels bag. I promise you I'm not. But I honestly feel like when it comes to, I think women say things because it's easy to say. It sounds good that, yo, I'm a strong woman, but I'm okay. I'm able to let my man be a man. You know, but if the end goal, if you're dating with the intention of being married and you don't actually get to the pinnacle, you don't reach that pinnacle of becoming married, it becomes a little bit different.
Right, but I said it, before I said it to you,
Yeah.
I said it to myself.
Okay.
It's easy for me to, say it to you, but it's harder to say it to me. Because when I say it to me, I gotta really live by that shit. I don't gotta live by nothing I fucking say to you. I could sit there and say, I'm gonna go buy ice cream. I mean, I'm really gonna go buy no fucking ice cream. But if I tell myself, yo, you want some ice cream, you gonna go buy some ice cream, I have to go buy that fucking ice cream because that's what I want. When I feel I'm ready for a man, I know there's certain things that I'm gonna have to give up. It's certain things I'm gonna have to ease up. It's mad shit. And I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because that's what comes with being with a man, being in a relationship.
I can receive that, right? Let me give you some pushback though. I feel like actually I feel like the opposite. I feel like it's very easy to lie to yourself first before you can lie to me.
But I'm cheating myself.
No.
It's so long. I can lie when I'm young. I can lie to myself. Me at 33,
but
I'm not lying to myself.
And I get
I'm
that.
not.
And I get that. I just think that it becomes very easy for us to lie to ourselves, like before I can lie to you, because I could say to myself, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up 6 a.m. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna work out. 6 a.m. come. Snooze button.
Because that's what.
But the reason why that is because what happens internally is away from you. You see what I'm saying? So you might say, yeah, bro, I could be, I'm a strong woman. I could let my man be. I'm not saying you're not. I'm just giving you the opposite approach. It's very easy for us to lie to ourselves first, even if we rehearsed it in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like I was watching Drink Champs and a nigga Cam, funny ass nigga. He said, look, you know, I used to practice how I'm gonna walk up on the block on the treadmill before I actually walked up on the block. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very easy for us to do things internally, but then when we get outside and you saying some shit, and if you know, a person might call that cap. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're different. I feel like the most important conversation that I can have is with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the conversation that matters. Well, fuck what I say out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That conversation don't never fucking matter. What I say to me is the most important conversation. That's the most influential conversation. That's the conversation that's going to get me the results. I could tell you I want to go to school all the fucking time, and it don't happen. I got to tell me what I want to do. I got to tell me.
Keep that same energy.
What I want. It's all about internal, like.
So let me tap in and get it from TJ. I see he came off mute. Tap in with me, T.
They all lying.
Keep that same energy.
Hey, women can't even admit when they're wrong, so I won't even. I'm shit.
You style.
But it sound good though.
I think that it's very hard for not all, but a lot of women to accept that it's easy for you to say you are a strong woman, but you can let a man be a man. But respectfully, it doesn't matter what you say, right? It really doesn't. In the grand scheme of things. The man, it matters what the man is saying, because you're the person that is letting him, he's on the outside looking in. Whether or not you could feel like, yo, I'm letting my man be a man, he might have a whole different story, because he's the person that's receiving the treatment. I can't say I'm letting my woman be a woman. My woman could say he's letting me be a woman. I can't say that. I can say I'm doing my bestest and damnedest job to be a certain way for my woman, but at the end of the day, what I say pales in comparison to what she say, because I can say to you, I didn't disrespect you. I said what I said, and I said how I felt. I didn't disrespect you. You might felt like I disrespected you. So it's always the person that's on the outside looking in that's receiving the treatment that gets to ultimately leave and make the commentary whether or not you're being disrespectful or you're allowing that man to be a man. And I'll also say this on top of, I also say that if you aren't married, then there's a lot of hypothetical. There's a lot of if I was in that situation. Again, to each his own. But if you're dating to be with somebody and the objective is to be married and you're not married, then I would say that perhaps what you identify as being true probably isn't so right and exact. Put some respect on my shit. Fuck out of here.
Why not?
I'm just saying, P. Like, if I'm dating a woman and my objective is, if I'm dating a woman and my objective is to become married, and I'm saying all this, I'm a good man. How good am I if I'm not actually married? And I don't give that to you. I keep that same energy within. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in the words, it's a woman doesn't get to choose whether or not she's in a relationship. A man does. A woman gets to choose whether or not you guys have the opportunity you give the opportunity to have sex. Y'all control sex. We control whether or not we're in a relationship. In the words of the great Kevin Samuels. Tap in with me, King.
Well, A1 Erica.
Shout out to the Godfather.
With 2 I's and 2 K's said you can always tell which man you can allow to be a man and which ones you have to coach.
Say that again. I kind of understood that slowly.
I'll say it again. A1 Erica with 2 I's and 2 K's.
Oh, Moneybag. What's up with you, Moneybag? You know the vibes. What up, though?
She said, I don't know if it's she or he. I don't know. I'm not too sure. She. You can always tell which man you can allow to be a man and which ones you have to coach. That's what she said. But I want to pose a question to the ladies. Like, you know, there's a lot of this thing being a strong woman. I want to know if you could give like a movie example. What kind of strong woman are you? Are you like Letty from Fast and Furious with Dom? Or are you like a Deliver Us from Eva kind of strong woman? Like, what kind of strong woman are you?
Are you the devil wear Prada?
Yeah, like what kind of strong? So the man who might want to court you one day know what the fuck he's dealing with. I just want to know.
Hey,
strong enough to tolerate y'all bullshit and not jump off the fucking roof. That's how
See
strong we are.
how they are?
See how they are? See how they are?
TJ, I'm done with you.
Keep that same
We're
energy.
strong enough to get the fucking job done with 17 people hanging from us. That's how strong we are.
I don't think all women are strong, though.
All women
Not
are
at
not
all.
strong. All men are not strong.
True indeed.
All men are not strong.
That's a fact too.
I just
All
want to
men
know.
are not strong.
I don't think men walk around trying to claim the move with the assumption of that we are strong. I think we don't. Men don't walk around talking about I'm a strong man. I'm a strong man. I could be with any woman. I'm a strong man. Again, the double standard. Men, we don't walk around with that. Women walk around with that.
All women. First of all, y'all should be feeling the type of way that we even have to put ourselves in a predicament to fucking be strong. You understand? We're strong because we have to fucking be strong. It's shit that we gotta fucking do, but y'all niggas be fucking lacking at. So first of all, feel some type of way that we even gotta sit there and have a fucking man's job and do construction and do all this other shit. Feel some type of way for that. What? Because I'm in the Bob today.
I heard that.
We choose you. You don't choose us.
What?
We choose you. You don't choose
But
us.
we can let you go just the same way.
No, that's a fact. Women don't choose men. We choose you. We choose to say, hello, how you doing? Can I take you on? Hold on. Hold on.
Broadway's not wrong.
We
He's not
choose you. You don't get,
There
you
goes Mr.
choose
Chicken
whether or not, hold
Alfredo.
on, hold the fuck on. We don't.
choose each
No,
other.
you choose whether or not we have sex. You don't get to choose whether or not we choose you. Because if we never say, hello, how you doing? Can I take you on a date? Are you available? You are a 9 out of 10, and I'm not speaking for the 10%, I'm speaking for the 90. More so, 90% of women would agree. Y'all not courting. Y'all not courting. You guys aren't saying hello. How you doing?
Well, then you dealt with some lame, whack, shy, whatever bitches. I bagged all of my niggas. My son, if his father ain't fucking hate my guts, that nigga could tell you. I courted all of my fucking niggas.
And you're part of the 10%.
10%.
And you're listen. And you're hold on. You're part of the 10%.
And we choose you.
We do choose you.
You can sit there and talk to you blue in the face. If I don't decide to give you no fucking play, then I didn't choose you, nigga. I didn't fucking choose you, nigga.
I beg to differ.
I didn't choose
I beg to
you.
differ.
We have the option to say yes or
You know
no.
why? You know why? No, hold on.
Every
You know
bitch
why?
that you gave
You know why?
play
You know why?
responded to you.
Hold on.
You not gonna
Stop.
sit there and
Stop.
make it seem like
Stop.
every bitch
Stop.
that you tried to court
Stop.
responded to you.
Stop.
You not gonna do
What
that.
I'm saying is,
You not
what
gonna
I'm
do that.
saying is,
You not gonna do that.
you want to listen? You finish or you done?
I can talk and listen at the same time.
No,
That's
you
how
can't.
strong
Impossible.
I am.
And that's the problem. And that's the problem. Hold on. The problem becomes when the woman think that that's the problem. However, and that's what I want to say. For whatever reason or another, you're right. You're right. That's the oxymoron of it. You're right. You shouldn't feel like you have to be strong. You shouldn't feel like you have to assume a certain position. But the reason why you feel like you have to assume a certain position because you're used to dealing with fuck boys. Respectfully. The reason why women feel like they have to be this dominated, this strong woman is because they used to dealing with, they settle for the norm, they settle and make that their norm. And they become, and they become, no, don't deflect. Keep it on what it is. Keep it on what it is. Women receive a certain amount of tolerate a certain amount of attention, tolerate a certain amount of fuckboyism. We're going to make it one tonight. We're going to make it a word. And then when that happens, they carry this chip on their shoulder that says and suggests, I have to be a strong woman. No, you don't. You don't have to be that way. It's a choice. Just as much as me being a man, and frankly speaking, I don't care how emphatic you speak, We make the decision. I'm not saying you guys are less than. I'm not saying that we are greater than. I'm saying that we make the decision on saying, hello, we get on one knee. We pop the question. And 9 out of 10, as much as women may like to say, we get to say yes or we get to say no, either a nigga is proposing 9 out of 10. I'm speaking about the 90, not the 10. 90% of men ask the person to be their significant other because they know she's going to say yes. It's the other 10%, them niggas are struggling and they like, yo, I did some fuck shit. I'm trying not to lose this woman. Let me keep this woman by proposing to her. You know what I'm saying? That's the fuckboy behavior. And again, if you're not Derrick Jaxn, if you're not married, I put emphasis on it. If you're not married, finish your thought. If you're not married, there's a certain amount of what you think you know, you have no idea. Right. You have no idea. And that's not exclusive. That's not saying men or women. No, men the same. If you're not married, whatever you think you've been doing, let me ask you this. Is there any woman in here that's dating a man or a man that's dating a woman? Is there anybody you feel like a prospect that you're dealing with that you feel like you would say yes if he popped the fucking question?
Chocolate diamonds. Princess cut.
So, I mean, like,
fuchsia settings. Princess settings. Tap in with me.
See how y'all remembered though?
I remember.
I love how y'all remembered.
I remember.
But you see how y'all remembered though?
We can't forget. You're unforgettable.
There was method to my
That was
madness.
different.
Y'all, there was method to my madness. It ain't leave y'all brain. But no, that ass, there is someone who, if he was to ask me tomorrow to marry him, I would probably say yes, just because of the history we have together. Are there things that I wish he did differently? Yes. But in preparing myself to be more marriage-minded, I understand that there are certain
How long have
things-
y'all been dating?
I've known him since I was like 15.
15.
We spoke about him in the previous episode, Dean, right?
Maybe
Yeah.
not. So
Don't put me on the
15.
spot like that.
They've been dating since well, on and off for whatever endeavors. You've known each other since 15. How long have y'all been dating?
I mean, if you wanted to put all the years together, it was 8 years.
8 years. I don't have respect for him. I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying I don't respect him because it shouldn't take that fucking long of a time to acknowledge and know a woman's worth.
It's not about him not acknowledging my worth. We're not going to put that narrative out there. He acknowledges my worth wholeheartedly. My issue is that I had things against him.
But how can you say that?
Because I can be honest with myself.
No, I'm not saying.
I held him to a certain standard that I realize now may have been too much at the time when we had that opportunity. Now that we're older, now that we've both lived life and we've gone through things, I understand a little differently.
I don't want to contradict
he had his
myself.
journey, I had mine.
I always say this.
So now, at where we are, it's a little bit different than back
where
when,
y'all were.
when I was 20.
I always say this. Marriage before 32 is a recipe for destruction and disaster. It makes no sense to be with somebody and get married before 32 or 35. You know what I'm saying? Before 32 and 35. It honestly, in all respect, it makes no sense. And the reason why I say that is because what you just stated, right? You are in a different place.
We lived together, like we did things so out of order, it was ridiculous. Like we moved in when we were super young, was trying to do the pay bills. We tried to do the him being the provider. We tried to do the 50-50. So like all of these arguments that I be hearing people go through, I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
To me, I'm over it. However, in the situation that we are now, like I said, he has his shit that he's going through. I have my shit, my podcast, my this, my that, production, all of that. I wouldn't want to put that on him.
Okay.
So until the plan was when he turned 35, we were supposed to have the conversation. I ain't gonna tell
Your
you when
plan
that's
or
gonna
his
happen.
plan?
That was his plan.
Okay.
He told me when he turns 35, that is when we were gonna have the conversation. How long is that? I'm not gonna say, but it's not far, but it's not close.
Okay.
Or it's not close, but it's not far. That's how I meant to say it.
Okay. Les, well, I see TJ there. I'm gonna throw it to Les. Tap in with, TJ, you good? Tap in with me, Les. How you feel about the commentary that's being given tonight on this topic matter?
Well, the queen that just spoke, I could understand where she's coming from because I've been married before. So I understand the bill paying and going half and having a provider and stuff like that. I get all of that. However, I also agree with you regarding the fact of people waiting until they're past 30 to get married. I got married young.
Yeah.
And we both was still learning ourselves.
Yeah.
We both were still trying to figure out where we wanted to be as far as our career. Not saying that we were selfish, but we both was focused on different things at different times.
Per usual.
And we really were not as in sync as we thought we were.
Right. Per usual. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, I don't.
Listen, he gotta want to be like. That's another thing. It's like
Say that.
People
Go.
be talking about marriage at a late age or a late stage in life like it's a worse thing. No, it's a better decision.
Damn, your eyebrows look good. The fuck? Y'all seen those shit? Y'all seen that? Yo, y'all seen her eyebrow? Them shits perfectly got an arch and everything. My bag. I'm sorry, Queen. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I was passing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I apologize.
But no, it's really one of, I wouldn't say that there's an age to it. I won't say 35, 32, whatever, but I do think it has to be, you're right, a man will control when he wants to be married, but we cannot ignore the fact that some dudes get married as a get out of jail free card, and they don't really mean
10%.
that shit regardless of when they do it at 25 or 35 or 45.
And that's why I also
it is
say,
what it
Queen,
is.
a woman shouldn't ever pressure a dude to get married. He gonna do it. He gonna do it. Let him do it. Don't be on his body talking about, yo, when you gonna marry me? Yo, time is ticking. Yo, everybody else is getting married. Yo, we going to all these weddings. Yo, nah. Let him do it when he gonna do it, because then you gonna know that's when he wants to do it. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, them shit's looking like the McDonald's arch. Goddamn it, you got them shits. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. No, this is not an insult.
I need to understand.
They look
like,
beautiful,
we,
Queen. I'm not.
Do we got beef and I don't
But hold
know,
on, time
like,
out. You see how I'm giving her a compliment?
Like,
I'll help you put them in the bathtub.
They look
McDonald's
good.
arch is a compliment?
No, I'm saying there's an arch. I'm drawing a parallel. You see, why you won't let me be a man and compliment you, Queen?
Shut up.
Why you won't let me be a man? The fuck? No, listen, per usual, you know, I'm always excited when you guys stay the distance, and you know, we go through peaks and valleys, we go left, we go rogue, we stay on topic, we give in-depth conversations. Listen, man, before I wrap it up, you know what I'm talking about? I'd like to throw it to the Shellys, to the Gigi's, to the Prince, see if anybody on Instagram want to tap in. I mean, they going in on the gram?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I want to get that commentary, get it together. I'll give it to Gigi first. See if Gigi got any commentary, any last words before we wrap up, and then I'll throw it to TJ and Shelly.
I do. Thank you so much for giving me the mic. I actually agreed with a lot that everyone said, but I just wanted to like sum it up and to say that for every alpha/strong female, that there is a woman that's willing to be submissive once they find that right male to be able to take like role. Because for every person that's able to be independent, there's that moment they want to take a sit down and just be able to just like allow someone to take control as long as they're able to trust them. So at the same time, it's like, yes, you want your man to be a man, but you want your man to know that like when shit gets real and he can't do it, he should also understand that his woman's able to do it too. So there's also a balance in that as well. So that's all I have to say.
There's a lot of truth to that, right? I just, you know, and for the 90% of women that take on that approach, Gigi, I'm here for it. For the other 10% of women that cap and say that, I'm not here for them when they go and say, you know, I'll be a submissive woman to the right man. No, if you know he's not being the right man from the jump, then you need to bail out. Don't stay there and then be there 2 and 3 years and then be talking about, oh, well, the reason why I wasn't submissive to you or the reason why I wasn't being cool with letting you, be a man is because I didn't respect you. Why would you be with somebody you don't respect? But I think what happens
penis is good. Let's be clear. It happens.
Okay. Listen, I cannot speak on that matter.
Stigmatized.
Zach, talk to me, TJ. TJ, you underwater again, goddammit. TJ, you underwater. Yeah, you underwater, man.
Yep.
You underwater, man. We gonna come back to you. Shelly, tap in with me, queen.
Nah, but I agree with a lot that was said. In general, it's like when you're right. A man will know when he wants to be a man. But at the same time, it's having that balance and having that energy with your significant other, knowing it's like, all right, you have that day that you want to fall back on, that's fine. You want me to pick up on something, cool. It's regardless to anything, whether if people feel like, oh, well, I should have a better say in the relationship because I'm a man. It's like, no, don't try to take that value away from your significant other. Whether if it's the man with his woman or vice versa. Don't try to take that from a person at the end of the day. But like for me in general, I would say it's, you have people that are single for their own reasons. They're either trying to find out more about themselves before they get into a relationship, but also when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're still learning. Even when you're married, you're still learning. I've never been married, but I know people who are married. And they're constantly learning from each other.
What I would say with that is, I can receive that. I receive that. I also think that there's no if you're in a relationship a real relationship, and you guys not out here just shucking and jiving, high fiving, profiling, styling, then you should. There should be. Anyway, tap in with me, P.
All right, so I'm going to try to just give
a synopsis.
It's a lot. But
Right.
Spiritually Strong Woman said, I think some women don't understand the meaning of being a strong woman. Lex Luthor, she said, but we have to say yes or no to the date. Pink Sapphire said, if a man decided tomorrow that he wants to settle down, he has more options. Pink Sapphire also said the dating experience is not a fair playing field when it comes to men or women. She also said if a man decided he's tired of playing the field and all of a sudden wants to settle down, he can easily find a suitable partner he wants to propose to. Lex Luthor replied, but how do you know if you've never been married? Spiritually Strong Woman said, personally, I wouldn't marry a guy just because we have history together. History don't mean nothing in my opinion. One of the questions that I would be asking the woman would be, what is your definition of a strong woman? Yeah, she said that. And,
Okay.
You said who said history doesn't mean nothing?
Spiritually Strong Woman said that. Pink
Interesting.
Sapphire said everyone is entitled to their opinion, but for a woman, I don't think they should wait when he is 32 or 35 to try to date with the intentions to find a spouse. And it goes on. And if you wanted to hear the rest of it or listen to the rest of it, you should have been on IG Live.
Right.
That was good.
That's interesting, though.
Or Clubhouse.
Don't know. T, no. You're good. Don't let that even influence anything that you're doing. You're making all the right decisions. Go be great, girl.
Yeah, I think.
I agree.
I think respectfully, every situation, is different. I'm not going to say her situation is better or less than. I'm going to say it's uniquely designed for you. You know what I mean? What you're okay with.
Listen,
now,
again, everybody has their preferences. Everybody has their standards and criteria of what they want to meet. I want to be with somebody who is truly my best friend. I don't want no surprises later on down the line. History means a lot. I've seen that man in his teens. I've seen him in his 20s. And I've seen him now in his 30s. So when I make that decision to say yay or nay, I know exactly who the fuck I'm going to get.
I'm here for that. I'm just saying, what I will dovetail with that is, as much as what you see, as much as what you know, he should evenly and equally know. And he should evenly and equally appreciate the same thing that you appreciate. But this isn't about her because I don't want to, alienate and make, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't about that.
Fine. If it wasn't for the fact that he was at work, I would have called him and had him speak for himself. But, that's,
but I would also like to add, like,
You
it
don't
also
lie.
comes with
That's
times and
neither here nor
maturity for men. Like, if a man's gonna take the time out to realize that he had to take a step back to realize what he had, to now in order for him to appreciate what he has, you got to give him that too.
Hey, I could put some respect on that.
Absolutely. It wasn't cheating. It wasn't a baby. It wasn't nothing that's going to hinder us from moving forward if we decide to move forward. So, you got to let niggas be who they going to be.
Let go and let God. I'm here for it. Look, you know the vibes. Live on Broadway podcast, man. It's always a pleasure when I get, Shelly 519 in the room. When I get motherfucking Just Call Me T. Marie in the room. When my sister pop up, listen, don't get it fucked up. Sis, don't get it fucked up. Hey, bruh, I tighten you, I wow you the fuck up. We do this, sipping rivalries. We could talk like this. You not cut from this. We could do this all day. Fuck is you talking about? It's always a pleasure when I have my sis. His missions, your wishes. You know how long it took me to say that and get that together?
I'm
so proud of you. I am. Thank you. I love Gigi. LOBP supporter Leslie. You know what I'm talking about? I'm big _Queen _Les. I got that right, Queen? Did I get that right? Or nah?
It's Queen Big Les.
Oh, Queen Big Les. All right, I'm a work in progress. Jesus still working on me, sis. The fuck?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Listen. Shout out to my team, Live on Broadway podcast. You know what I'm talking about? We got Raina _Elaine in the room. You know what I'm saying? We got my motherfucking nigga, the Brooklyn Pisces in the room. Yeah, Pisces. You heard? Brooklyn. Shout out to this beautiful queen. Just Call Me T. Marie. She just celebrated her birthday. Aries season in the room.
Yeah, happy belated.
Happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga TJ, always providing the commentary. You're welcome. Always providing the commentary and the comedic value, you know what I mean, to the pod. Make sure you vote. Live on Broadway podcast. Link in my bio. Link in my bio. I am _Broadway. Link in Live on Broadway podcast bio. Make sure you vote. May 10th.
Talk about
May 10th. We will be having and hosting a live event. If you missed the first one, shame on you. If you missed the second one, shame on you. We're not taking any responsibility for any of that fuck shit. You missed. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out. May 10th, we are doing a live event. Make sure you RSVP by way of Live on Broadway podcast on Instagram. Make sure you RSVP. We will be panicking. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to have food. We're going to have hoop. It's going to be a whole vibe this time. I'm promising you, we leveling up. It only gets better. Shout out to Ashley Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Hold on. Y'all didn't see what happened. No, T. Marie didn't cut me off and say, but what about Shelly? But what about G? Always. No, but what about Ashley? You always cut me off to tell me who I forgot. You didn't do that today. Shout out and rounds of applause to, Just Call Me T. Marie. You're exercising patience. Listen. Per usual, Live on Broadway podcast every Monday, 7 p.m. 9 p.m. You know my vibe, you know my body. It's cheaper to be yourself. Pooh! Clear!
Do you have relationship questions you need answered or spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.